In 509 BCE, the Roman people rose up, casting out their last king and forever changing the course of history. In the streets of Rome, a new era was dawning, not ruled by a monarch, but by its citizens. This was the birth of the Roman Republic. At the forefront of this revolution was Lucius Junius Brutus, who helped establish a radical new form of government. Power was now shared. At the top were two consuls, elected annually, ensuring no single man could hold absolute authority for too long. They governed alongside the Senate, a council of elders from Rome's most powerful families, the patricians. But this was not just a story of the elite. The common people, the plebeians, fought for their rights, creating their own assemblies and slowly gaining political power. This delicate balance of power, filled with tension and compromise, was the engine of the Republic. From a single city-state on the Tiber River, this new political experiment was about to be tested. The Republic's survival depended on its military might. The Roman legion, a marvel of discipline and engineering, became the most formidable fighting force of its time. Legionaries, citizen soldiers, marched in tight formations, their shields locked and spears bristling. They conquered rival Italian tribes one by one, methodically expanding Roman influence across the peninsula. With each victory, Rome didn't just conquer, it integrated. Roads were built, alliances were forged, and former enemies were often granted a form of citizenship, binding the fate of Italy to Rome. This expansion wasn't just about land, it was about creating a network that fueled the Republic's growth and ambition. But as Rome's power grew, it collided with another great Mediterranean power, Carthage. This city of merchants and sailors, located in modern-day Tunisia, controlled a vast maritime empire. The inevitable clash for dominance would be known as the Punic Wars, a series of conflicts that would push both civilizations to their absolute limits. The First War gave Rome control of Sicily and its first overseas province, but the second would become the stuff of legend. The name Hannibal Barca would echo through Roman nightmares for generations. In an audacious move, the Carthaginian general led his army, complete with war elephants, on a treacherous journey from Spain, over the snow-capped Alps, and into the heart of Italy. He blindsided the Romans, inflicting a series of devastating defeats. The Battle of Cannae was his masterpiece of tactics, where his smaller army encircled and annihilated a much larger Roman force. For over a decade, Hannibal rampaged through Italy, seemingly invincible, but he could never take the city of Rome itself. The Romans, displaying their signature resilience, refused to surrender. They adopted a strategy of attrition, avoiding direct battle with Hannibal while rebuilding their strength. They then took the fight back to Carthage's home turf in Africa, led by the brilliant general Scipio Africanus. This forced Hannibal to abandon Italy and return to defend his homeland. The final showdown came at the Battle of Zama. Here, Roman discipline finally triumphed over Hannibal's genius. The Carthaginian army was shattered and the war was over. With Carthage defeated, the balance of power shifted decisively. Rome was no longer just an Italian power. It was the undisputed master of the Mediterranean. The spoils of war and new territories flooded into the Republic, bringing immense wealth but also new challenges. The small city-state had grown into a sprawling dominion, setting the stage for the dramatic social upheavals and political ambitions that would eventually see the Republic transform into the even more legendary Roman Empire. Thanks for watching our deep dive into the Roman Republic. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from the ancient world. See you next time.